I want to post another video blog, and this time I want to talk about, I want to talk more about the immigration problem in America. Primarily focusing on the problem in Arizona with the Arizona immigration law. Right now, we face a time when the government is suing a state. The government of the United States, in your name and mine, is going to sue the state of Arizona. I, for one, do not approve of this lawsuit. I do not want the lawsuit filed in my name against the state of Arizona. I support the Arizona immigration law, and I know that the law is not going to be racist, it's not going to be bigoted, it's not going to be abused. For the most part, it will not be abused, I should say. Because every law does get abused by one bad apple or another. And the main concern is keeping that in check. And I have a feeling that they will be able to do that in Arizona. Now, the main problem is the government refuses to actually get involved and get people on the border to work their butts off and patrol that area and apprehend illegal immigrants. And so, what we need to do is we need to get on the phone and we need to send emails and letters and all kinds of things to our representatives in Washington and tell them that we mean business. Tell them that we want them to secure our borders. We need to get the message out. And if they don't want to listen, we got to remind them November is right around the corner. And I don't have a problem voting them out. And I'm hoping you don't either. Because it's something we're going to need to do. And unfortunately, we can't vote Obama out for a couple more years. But that's a different story entirely in another blog. So, right now there's some unfinished fence line, border fence in Arizona that needs to get secured. Also, after Governor Brewer had some meetings with President Obama, the government decided to actually do something to secure the border, they claim. And that job was putting up warning signs saying how overrun the area is with illegal immigrants and human traffickers and also with drug smugglers. You see, my biggest concern with that is the signs don't shoot back. We need to have armed police officers. We need to have military personnel, preferably the National Guard, but if we need to bring some active duty guys in to offset, we should. We've got enough National Guard troops here in the United States that we can secure this border very efficiently. And, unfortunately, I doubt that we'd be as strict as some other countries would be with their laws. But I would love to see Obama give a shoot-to-kill order crossing the border illegally. Guarantee that will stop that problem real quick. The illegals see a couple of their comrades getting shot crossing the border. They're not going to want to cross no more. The problem is going to be raised on whether or not it's legal to give that order. I believe it is. It's a matter of national security. It's a matter of securing this country against people who may intend to do it harm. Right now, we're in a war. And it's not just Mexicans coming over our southern border. They've arrested nationals from other countries coming across our southern border because those people realize how easy it is to get across the border there. So, what's going to stop Al-Qaeda or the Taliban or, the Mujahideen or who knows what other terrorist group from sending people to cross the border of Mexico into Arizona and then the rest of the country? Now, people say I'm paranoid. Maybe I am. I'm hoping that I am. But I don't think I am. I have a feeling that other countries that wish us harm know more about our weaknesses than our own government does. And they know the weak spots, and that's where they're going to attack. And so why not? We need to put military personnel on the border. We need to put more federal agents on the border. And I have no problem with the military personnel answering to borders and customs. I have no problem with that. Those people know that area better than anybody else. So why not put the military there, answering to them to act as augmentees of sorts. And, patrol the border, work security and apprehension. I guarantee we could stop more people crossing the border and stop more drugs and more weapons and more human smugglers than we can with just border and customs. So that's my philosophy on that. What I would love to see is also Arizona forming a group of what we call civilian warriors, or a militia of sorts, because the government refuses to do their job in certain parts of Arizona, where they just put up signs saying, hey, don't come in here because it's too dangerous. Why not get a militia formed where the militia can go into that area and track these people down? So, the unfortunate thing is, I have a feeling Obama won't allow that to happen. He would not want a group of civilians armed doing a job that he refuses to do. Actually, hold on. We have that. It's called the United States military. Again, different blog, and I digress. But if we can get armed civilians to patrol that area, people who are willing to go out there, and it'll be an all-volunteer force, to go out there and secure the area, run the illegals out of there, arrest them if need be, detain them, get the feds in there once we have them detained, and it would be more eyes in the same area, and it would be a lot easier. Governor Brewer could also give these persons arrest powers so that they can apprehend these individuals and arrest them themselves. So that's just an idea I have, and Jen Brewer, if you're watching, I volunteer to help out. I just need someone to pay for my transportation from Massachusetts to Arizona. I have family out in Arizona, so I'm very keen on what's going on out there. I get updates from them about things that are going on. My philosophy is secure the border, secure the country, or let us do it ourselves. So, Mr. President, if you're actually watching this, and, part of me hopes that you do, but I realize that you probably won't, because, oh no, I don't agree with you. You need to let Arizona do their job. You need to drop the lawsuit, and you also got to get the courts to throw out Mexico's lawsuit, because the country of Mexico is suing Arizona because they claim that the Arizona law violates the U.S. Constitution. My question is, why is Mexico concerned with U.S. Constitution and what laws it may be violating it? It doesn't affect them. The Arizona law does not violate the U.S. Constitution. The Arizona law is pretty much the federal law, but with less freedoms on the police. The federal law says they can come up and ask you anytime they want. Arizona says, well, we'll allow it, but we need to have reason to stop you first. We need to have a reason to detain you. So, they're actually keen on things. They're not just going to go up to anyone at an ice cream shop and go, hey, let me see your papers. Because that's just not appropriate. And Arizona does not have the manpower and law enforcement to do that. It was fun, and I hope to talk to you guys again soon. In the meantime, God bless America. Take care. Until next time.